We have all seen the movie Finding Nemo. We know that it is a story about a father who's in the search for his son Nemo, who has been abducted by humans while trying to show his braveness to other fish and to himself by touching a boat as a form of rebellion. This leads to Marlin going on a journey in the search of Nemo and finding Dory in his way. She helps him not only look for clues but actually find him. Yes, that's a classic story that we can all see just by watching the movie. However, we can get a much better idea of what the scenery affects the story by looking at several things such as the lighting, use of colors, and how the surroundings affect the scene. For example, whenever we have a scene full of colors such as blue and orange, we get a sense of happiness and joy. But whenever we have dark colors such as dark blue or gray, we get a sense of loneliness and hopeless. But once again, as soon as the bright colors appear on screen again, we get that small happiness in the middle of the sadness. Even Marlin himself tells us that he hasn't been happy in a while. But now that he sees this bright light, which could mean hope in finding Nemo, he feels better. Him and Dory are in the middle of the darkest scene in the whole movie, which represents full hopelessness and that feeling of being lonely. But this light makes them happy for a moment.
What is it?
It's so pretty.
I'm feeling happy, which is a big deal for me.
I want to touch it.
Ooh. Hey, come back. Come on back here.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
Another good example of how the surroundings affect the movie is in the part where Nemo and Dory find the goggles and the information that they need. As soon as they have that information, they rush out of the darkness, going into a better place, which in this case would be the surface.
Light, please.
I'm dead. I died, I'm dead.
I remember! P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Almost at the end of the movie, we are faced with the scene in which Marlin has seen his son look dead when in reality he was not dead. From here, we jump into a scene full of dark colors such as dark green, brown, black, gray, and more. This goes along with the emotions that Marlin is feeling at the moment.
Never forget.
I'm sorry, Dory.
Women, you got that too right, mate. Oh, I got a live one here.
Hey, have you seen my dad?
Gotcha.
Dad! Wait a minute. Is it your dad or my dad?
Dory? Nemo! Nemo! I'm coming, Nemo! No!
Look at him!
Now go! Hurry!
Tell all the fish to swim down!
Swim down! Swim down!
And the scenery goes from a dark color to happy colors once again.
Time for school! Time for school! Get up! Let's go! Go!
Hello, Nemo. Who's this?
Exchange student. I'm from the EAC, dude.
Sweet. Hold on, here we go. Next up, knowledge.
After looking at
son!
several different parts of the movie in which the lighting is important to notice, we can see that when the characters are in a dark scene, mainly it's empty, there are not many fish around and there are little to no plants. But whenever the scene is full of light, we can see many fish and a lot of corals. And this is how the lighting and surroundings affect the scene.